And we are online. So yeah, it's once again time for some prey. Probably this is going to be the last video of this run. Last time around we tampered a bit with the water supply. We rebooted the station reactor. We did a slight bit of research, learned a bit more about Typhon. And now the leadership of the corporation that owns the station has basically sent out a hit squad to take us out. And now the station is crawling with these military operators, which are like combat versions of the various operators we've seen so far. And to deal with that, there's a couple of things we can do. First off, we can go to the deep storage and we can go and deactivate the tracking bracelet that we have. That'll probably throw off Dahl a bit. So let's just do that. Oh, and there was a cystoid hanging around there. Well, it didn't hit us too bad. Anyway, once the Dahl guy pops up, time starts to become of the essence, because the military operators will keep on spawning from every device on station.
I heard the announcement. No, I will not give you up. You are there for me, I am here for you. If you'd indulge me, I have a proposal that could get us off Talos I without any more bloodshed. Just don't harm Dahl until we've had a chance to speak in person.
Anyway, what I was saying, military operators will start coming out of like every single device on the station that can dispense operators. So all the devices that have produced like healing operators or science operators or engineering operators, now they're just constantly churning out those military operators.
This is Alex Yu,
and that's
speaking
not
to
good.
any surviving crew of Talos I. I know many of you are fighting.
Hang on a second, I got that 0930.
Angry. Perhaps you blame me for what's happened, but I never intended to harm any of you. Believe me, quite the opposite. Commander Dahl, on the other hand, has no intention of rescuing anything except the secrets aboard this station. You're all liabilities to the company now.
Clever lab rat. No. Oh, I can't see you. Your brother will be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
We really don't want to linger around in any freaking area once Dahl pops in. Cause the operators, they don't like do super hard hit point damage. But what they do is like they burn through your armor super fast. And the damage that they do, it stacks up in a pretty nasty way. So we really just don't wanna waste any time. This is not the time to do any freaking side questing. This is just, you just gotta blast through the end game. There will come a point when the operators will stop appearing, but until then you just gotta keep on moving.
He likes a microphone. A spotlight. He can't resist, even though he's hiding. And you are running around like a nervous rat. I hear you, chewing the wires and shitting in the walls. Are you trying to fix the mess you've made, or just get away? I pride myself in being prepared for the worst, but this is truly a masterpiece. You should be proud.
Yeah. What we need to do is we need to get to the shuttle bay. And we need to get there fast. I think a fair number of people like really strongly dislike this part of the game, but I think it like I think the ending could have been handled a bit better, but I think this does like, how would I say, it does put an impetus on the player to actually like move forward and not just spend the endlessly time on like goofing around or like looking for secrets or such, because like I think it like creates the impression that time is of the essence, and I appreciate that. So yeah, the way to the shuttle bay goes through the lobby. And if you know what you're doing, this part of the ending sequence can be handled like relatively fast. And now we gotta get a move on. For some reason Morgan really likes getting stuck there.
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh man, thank God. I've just been going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in trauma center. Came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
Yeah, I bet you could. Except we may or may have not run into a corpse called Luther Glass earlier in the game, so that call is hella sus. Besides that, as I've said, we have no time to waste. What we are gonna do here is, it's been a while since we've last used this power, but come on, where is it? Here. Yeah, we're gonna pop the time slowdown thing, and we're just absolutely gonna fucking eat. Just freaking into a place with less enemies. And yeah, everything that affects like machines becomes extremely useful towards the end game. Like anything that tampers with electronics, anything that does extra damage to machines, all the electric abilities and weapons, they become really valuable.
Aperture clear. Operator deployment resuming.
The objective here is to make our way to the shuttle, but to
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
But to do that, we have to find our way to raise a bridge that leads to the shuttle, or then do some like serious aeronautical wiggling. I'm gonna go with raising the bridge because it's simpler. And yeah. That activates a gravity lift, which we need to take. Once you clear out the Typhoon here, this place is relatively safe. The operators don't find their way in there, but we don't wanna get too comfy here because the operators are just gonna keep on spawning, and when there are too many of them, it will make life just absolute freaking pain for you. Use a fabricator if you need to use it for something. I think we could crank out some pistol bullets. I think we were running relatively low on those. Well, we had 125 of them, so debatable. But we could just... We have a lot of resources, we could do some new robots. Maybe we can get something that will help us even at this point of the game. You'd also like to do a couple of these trauma healing items just in case we have to heal ourselves, because this is a portion of the game where you don't really want to be taking too many detours anymore. Anyway, let's get one of these. Yeah, I think we should just see if we can crank out a couple of new robots and use them for something. A higher level machine might could be cool if we can get it for 90 seconds. Yeah, let's get it. I mean, I think the mind-controlled enemies will likely die faster than that, but still... There's a kind of involved side quest you can... Well, not very involved side quest you can do here, but it also... I think it's a bit... Perhaps... Perhaps... It's somewhat risky, not super time intensive, but like, damn it, you. But it's a detour. And this run has been kind of lengthy enough as it has been. You go distract that. Now I'm a bit lost. I think the gravity shaft we are supposed to get to is like... I'm not sure where it is, I can't remember clearly. Oh crap, there's a... Yeah, operator dispenser. Oh fuck, what the hell is shooting at me? It's a fucking turret. Yeah. Let's just try to keep the momentum. If you can keep going, this part of the game will be like mercifully short. But if you drag it out, this is gonna get like really tedious even on the normal difficulties.
Operator deployment resuming.
Oh, there's an errant new robot lying around there.
Requesting new operator.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the jetway, and that grants us access to the shuttle. Yeah. Just trying to find a good opening to go at it. Yeah, yeet. Yeah, so this is what we are after here.
Commander Dahl, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks out. Good morning, Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos I. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts after you transmit evidence of success.
I leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal location would be the station exterior, near the power plant grids.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission after...
Alright then.
Morgan, I've been thinking about what you've done. What you're doing. We all must act according to our nature. No matter what the psychologists and priests say. And your nature. I think I was right before. You are like a rat. Resourceful, sly, burdened with a kind of pestilence of the mind. This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure. And, of course, sadly, you know what happens to the rats when they are no longer needed.
Yeah, now that we know where the technical operator is located, we're gonna go find it and destroy it, and that will make our life a lot easier. Hang on, here we go, and I'm also gonna just prep this to
Microgravity detected.
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
so yeah.
Morgan, Dahl's cut off oxygen to the cargo bay. There's nothing I can do from here, and none of the doors are responding. Atmosphere controls are in life support. If you can help, do it quick, or this is the last time we'll be talking.
It's the best. Oh, shut up.
Miss Elazar is right to be alarmed, though her assessment is mistaken. Dahl is manipulating the oxygen and nitrogen mixture. With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
So yeah, after you break in the shuttle, you're sort of presented this dilemma if you wanna go after the tech officer or if you want to go after Dahl, who is threatening to like kill the survivors by asphyxiating them. But let's just say it's a bit less of a dilemma if you know what you're doing. And now that the tech officer has spawned outside of the hull, this makes our life like substantially easier. Come on, you shit. What? No, fuck. Wrong skill. Oh no, fucking wonder you. There we go. Now we have to patch up our suit and don't use a Psy-Hypo. That was a nuisance. But yeah, because if you take down the tech officer, Dahl will lose control of the ship. And the tech officer, it turns out, is a... Where the fuck
Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls in life support. We're going to clear out Dahl's shitcat operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
Yeah, and it's...
Dahl populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum. We have important work to do.
Yeah. If you take down the tech officer, which is like yet another operator, it will also like disable like Dahl's control of the station, so he can't like mess around with the air or the doors or anything anymore. It will also stop operators from spawning, if I remember correctly. At the bare minimum, like taking down Dahl will stop that. But yeah, it's the easiest if like the tech officer spawns on the outside of the hull, because it's like the fastest to reach. He can spawn like on any of the sector of the station, and I think two or three like different locations outside. And if he spawns like in some place where it takes a relatively long time to like get to, you, I don't know, if you really put your heart to it, I think you can reach like any point of the station in 15 minutes, but it's gonna be a lot stressful. We got frankly pretty lucky there. So yeah, now that's taken care of, we can go back to the shuttle bay and maybe do like some actual exploring. Robotic warfare being just repainted and re-equipped civilian machines is such a boring future and believable too. Yeah, I think it would have been cooler like if Dahl had also come with like some human marines. It would have also like had I think kind of perhaps more plot ramifications, like yeah, it's easy to save like friendly humans, but what if like there's also humans that are out there to kill you? But I think some people have really hated like the whole thing with the operators, but I think it's kind of cool, and how it also turns like these previously safe and friendly locations into potential threats. And like I said, it really pushes the player to like move forwards and not just like go side questing or just like do some idle exploration, because like plot wise the station is going to hell and real fast. And now I I think I've gone way too far. I need to find my way back to the shuttle bay. And this is not it. The space sections can get kind of disorienting. I mean, technically we could push in from any airlock and go around, but... and we might have to do just that, but we'll see. We'll see about that. There's the cargo bay. That would be the Arboretum, but I kinda wanna show off the shuttle bay a bit, because like if you wanna go fast with the end game, you can like really go fast with the end game, and I don't want to be this to be like just some, I don't know, 20-minute stream. I think it would be a bit dumb. Damn it. Yeah, I think that's the Arboretum. Oh wait, is it? What the heck is... which one is this? Which airlock is this? Come on. I need to know. Oh yeah, that's the shuttle bay, cause there's a military operator dilly-dallying around there. Yeah, you are now our friend now. Wait, that's not... oh, so there are just like random military operators outside of the hull. Slightly annoying. Yeah, it's very easy to get lost, like outside the station. Might just as well show you a cool location now that we are here. We might run into some nasty critters, but...
Morgan, we're in life support now. It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dahl wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
There's a space shuttle out here which has suffered an unfortunate fate. You're kind of coming in too hot here. Nah, we're cool. I think sometimes there is an enemy around here. But let's just make our way in here. Let's see if there is anything nasty here. I think we're pretty decked out to handle everything at this point, but that doesn't mean we can't get into some dangerous or annoying situations. Nameless people, huh?
I don't know why I can't reach anyone, but I am dead in the water. Repeat, I have 0 engines. I'm drifting. God damn it, Steve, answer your transcribe. All right. Shit. Investigating cabin. I have a sidearm. If all clear, I will attempt to EVA to an airlock.
I was initially kind of planning to skip this part, but because it's a side quest thing, but now that we are already hopelessly lost outside of the station, we just as well might come here. This is more of a like, there's some loot, but this is mostly like a cool location in the game. Oh boy. Wow, I'm really disoriented now. Hang on, where did I come from? Ah, there we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Let's just wiggle our way out of here. Not a huge loot, but something, and if you like get here early on and you've invested in repair skill, you need to repair like that power junction to get in. I think it can be a worthwhile and neat place to go to. I think the station is structured like that's the Arboretum and the shuttle bay would be like at the extreme other end of it. I might be completely wrong or misremembering, but we'll see. That's the power plant airlock, that's too far to register. Come on now. I've said it so many times, but yeah, the outside sections are... Oh crap, there's a telepath out there. Oh yeah, that's the shuttle bay airlock. There's a telepath out there, which means the telepath probably like wrecked all the military operators. Let's see if we can break the telepath in turn. Just for our safety. Come on now, get to the range. There we go. And... oh no, there's a military operator somewhere nearby. That's it. So let's get inside. Yeah. Yeah, with the whole suit integrity results in loss of oxygen outside thing, I was thinking that damn, that airlock which has like a telepath and multiple military operators is probably gonna be like the most dangerous part of the whole freaking game. And well, we just kind of ran past it, but things could have gone differently. Things could have gone pretty ugly. There's a errant military operator there. Oh. You're our friend now. For a while. Let's just grab some materials and let's go see what we can find here. The shuttle bay is a relatively small area. Not much going on here. That was a pretty absent-minded military operator. We were like straight ahead and it didn't see us. We don't have the code or key here, so let's just do some hacking. Yeah.
Steve, this is Captain Hale, Shuttle Exalt. I'm trying to hail the bridge, getting zip. Can you confirm, please? I have some system malfunctions. It's across the board. It's hard to make sense. I need to park ASAP. Recommend security detail when I come in. Hearing some noise in the cabin. Shit, what is going on?
Yeah, that was the pilot of the derelict shuttle that we visited. Apparently, something got on board when they left. Now we get our fully kitted out disruptor stun guns. That is a thing of beauty. Morgan has just like become incredibly powerful. He's a bit hungry though, and Morgan need drinky after all that hassle. Oh crap! That's not good. Yeah. There's a turret there, and the turret is not friendly to us because we are so full of Typhon now. Can I? Hitting the turret, that's nasty. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah. Let's not wreck company property that we can just nicely and handily like disable. That would be rude. After all, it's kind of also Morgan's property.
Hello? Is someone... I'm in the escape pod with Emanuela de Silva. We're stuck in the launch tube. The hatch on the outside is supposed to blow when the pod launch initiates, but... I guess the bolt's misfired. Could you help us out? You'd have to EVA to get the hatch off from the outside. I know it's a lot to ask. I don't know what else to do. Sit here and starve, I guess. There's an override switch behind the panel to force a pod launch. But don't hit that until the outside hatch is off. We'd be blown to bits.
Yeah.
Morgan, it's Dahl. Is in the operator. Hurry. Mayor, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Send an operator.
That's what I'm doing, Niels. It's not responding. None of them are. Shit.
Was it those things? Did they shut the air off?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter though, right? I mean, it should be hours before we run out.
No, Niels. The system is working in reverse. It's pulling oxygen out of the air. We've got 10 minutes. Tops.
What? But...
Yeah, so we can
Frank,
go help
you
some
in there,
people
man?
escape.
What's wrong with these pods?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's your job to know, damn it. You inspected them, right?
Yes.
Then why the hell is the launch sequence doing jack shit?
I don't know, Drew. I'm sorry.
What about your pod? Open up.
I can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Bolts in the outside hatch misfired. We're stuck in the launch tube.
Ugh! You didn't wait for anyone else, you son of a bitch! I hope you starve to death in there!
Yeah. That Frank Jones guy. Not such a great dude. Many such cases on this freaking station. One might even say that Talos I has a bit of a toxic workplace culture.
Morgan,
Oh, fuck.
Dahl is breathing down my neck. I don't know how much longer. Shit.
Whoops, I don't think we can, oh crap, I didn't actually know that's timed. Oh no. Damn, I don't think Alex is gonna freaking make it this time.
Microgravity detected.
Oh no. There is no freaking way we're gonna make it to the Arboretum in like less than a minute. No freaking way. Wow. I'm not even seeing like the freaking objective marker, I think. Well, let's just say that some things are gonna go a bit different in this game. Rest in peace, Alex. It does make sense that it's timed, but like in all the previous games I've just like hurried up there. Oh boy. Well. Yeah, the ending is kind of time sensitive. I feel bad for Alex, but there is like we can't possibly reach him in this time. And it's not gonna be a game over or anything like that. Things are just gonna go different.
Morgan, I'm enjoying our talks. I feel like I can share anything with you. So, good news. I found your brother. We pulled him out of his secret CEO cave just a moment ago. Now, I'm going to execute him. How should... Do you want to say goodbye? Yes?
Morgan, the plan for the...
He wanted you to have some things. I'll keep them safe for you. Let me just wipe the blood off them, yeah? Come get them whenever you're ready. All right?
Yeah. Well then. Things aren't going too well here. Let's just do some last quick spurt of exploration and then we have a dead brother to avenge. And Wiggy can go to hell with his plan to incapacitate Dahl. We're now freaking out for blood. Yeah, F in the chat for Alex. I like his character, like, not in a sense that I don't think he's like just a great guy or anything. I just like how he's... What the heck? I like how he has these elements of being this like bastard CEO, but also like kind of genuine concern and like sadness over what has happened to Morgan. Like he's a multifaceted character, as one would say. And I'm not sure what the heck happened there. turrets are truly cooked out there. I think there's one more here somewhere. No, yeah, it's right there. Ah, crap. Come on. Come on, you beam gun bastard. Yeah. I think in general this game has like really well written characters. They feel really human, and I also like this aspect how a lot of them have this kind of a good or nice side to them, and then this bastard side. Like how that one dude was like, oh wow, you like really handled that situation so well, you're so cool, remind me not to piss you, and then you find the voice log he has and he's less like shit talking you behind his back or behind your back. Which is, I think, just like really human. And it's kind of like you get this picture of Morgan as a person who is like not exactly considered super likable by many. He's like freaking alien gunk Elon Musk in some ways. So yeah. Oh yeah, we should also go hit the escape pod button, but let's just do some exploration. Oh crap! What the heck? Guess they had spawned in. Yeah, that took care of that. And yeah, the operator dispensers are back to normal now that the technical officer isn't around. There's some stuff in Mia's office. Don't know who exactly Mia is, but here we are. And you get the beam shielding chipset, which is actually really handy for this situation, because it protects like, from... Oh, I already had beam shielding on. Man, those operators hit like a fucking truck. If I had like the beam shielding on, they'd hit as much damage. Damn it, that didn't work. Oh, it was already crisp and cooked. Oh well. Just a bit of a waste of ammo. Let's just check out the places here, and now that we won't be hassled by the operator. If we hadn't taken care of it, it would have shot us from the gap, so I didn't want that happening. Yeah. I really like the glide ability in the game. It kind of like opens up the verticality and allows you to do some kind of it allows you to do some tactics which you don't usually see in these type of games. Some more mobility options, like the way we just sort of yeeted ourselves behind the shuttle at the very beginning of the level to like throw off the horde of military operators. This is, I think, the best place to use it, and the lobby is another good one. If you'd like to go like very stealthy, you could use it to kind of evade the monsters that spawn in there. Oh, you're just a mimic in a pod.
Escape pod launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
Thanks, Morgan. Means a lot to me that you did all that, despite Frank. I'm transmitting the location of something that could help. I couldn't get it off the station, but maybe it can help you.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny how the game kind of begins with this sequence of deaths which includes the trolley problem, which is like this really archetypical baby's first moral dilemma, and then the whole game is full of like these various like moral dilemmas. A lot of them to me feel like a bit like, well, I don't know, I don't have it in me, like I don't really feel like, how would I say, I mean I would put freaking Morgan and Alex and everybody else who knew about how they were harvesting the Typhon materials using like people who have been like supposedly criminals, but kind of it seems it's a bit iffy if they really are criminals. I mean, I'd definitely put like freaking Morgan, Alex and Dr. Igwe and like the psychotronic staff in front of some kind of like UN crimes against humanity tribunal, but like I really don't find it in myself to hate like some random engineers or like members of the staff, even if they sometimes do a bit sus stuff like smuggling or I don't know, are negligent in taking care of some stuff. But some people might be just like, yeah, that's a dude who's tried to escape before everyone else and was supposed to maintain the escape pod. He really deserves to just freaking die, even if there is someone who isn't involved in the pod with him. And sort of like the more and more I play the game, the less and less I kind of empathize with certain human characters, but I still find it kind of like hard to like hate them or like be like, yeah, Dr. Igwe, I should just totally jettison this guy into freaking space. Maybe I just like have high empathy or something, but like it just doesn't feel right. Or maybe I just believe in the imaginary UN tribunal against crimes against humanity. And definitely the more you play the game, the more you get the vibe that, yeah, the people on this station have been up to some really shady shit. think it's great how this game has like a lot of depth. Like not just that you can like find all these kinds of hidden items and stuff, but also I've discovered some audio logs I didn't find in previous playthroughs on this run. Now, how do I get up there? I'm a bit at loss. Let's just exploit verticality again. Why use intended routes when you can fly? I freaking forgot about the heck turrets. No, damn it. Ah, that was a lot of freaking damage. Damn. Good thing we still have that coagulating gel. What the heck? Which of the freaking turrets was still alive? Damn. Bad and naughty turrets get freaking
Please clear aperture of debris.
recycler charge. There you are. Oh no, I keep lowballing the... You almost killed me, you get the freaking zap. You don't get backed, you just get wrecked. Yeah, bad and naughty company equipment gets recycled. Oh, that's super cozy. That is so nice. Too bad the whole place is a mess. This is the first time I think that we see a corpse with the space helmet. Morgan's on the booze again. Good things he's having some snackies to counterbalance it. Yeah, medkits and booze, living the dream. And this just leads back here. There are toilets here. Let's see if we have any nasty surprises around here. Just taking a sippy of that good old gamer fuel, also known as water.
Mr. Yu, this is Eddie Voss. I work down in cargo. The fact is, we've been stealing from you, sir. It started small, just, moving harmless contraband on and off the station. Pharmas, food not on the safe list. I don't know, maybe you don't pay your tax and hardware enough, but, Lily got ambitious after a while. Started stealing neuromods, fabrication plans, selling them to TranStar rivals. Yeah, sit on that for a sec, Mr. Yu. Chasma's got our IP now. Lily made me modify some of the old alarm panels around Talos so we could use them as dead drops. I'm certain a few of them still have company property. 3 taps of the wrench will pop it open. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I never meant for things to get out of hand. It's took on a life of its own. But I'd like to make it right. Any way I can. That's all.
Yeah, Eddie, I think it's a bit late for that now. Yeah, there's I think like 2 audio logs in the game where you learn about the smuggling thing. And that is one of them. I'm just gonna drop off some stuff here and use a recycling charge to clear them out. Not gonna bother running back to the recycler right now when we can just do this. Look at that, that's just beautiful. I love it. Yeah. Let's continue to the Arboretum where we have a mercenary captain to kill. Funny that shady stuff happens on a station that's so open, clean and well lit, but I guess that's how it is in reality too. Yeah, I think it's a great contrast. And I'm gonna take a quick pause here. Alright. So, on to the Arboretum. Holy shit! Oh crap, it came out of fucking nowhere. Oh man! Ah! Damn! That spooked me for real. It just freaking appeared in front of me. Oh! Oh! Yeah! No, 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 no. Go away. Just go away. Just freaking go away. Go away and die. Oh man. Oh, that spooked me. It just freaking spawned out of nowhere straight in front of me. Like, oh man. Oh. Whew. And I freaking jinxed it cause I was like thinking, it's been a while since we've last seen the nightmare, shouldn't be it making its appearance soon, and it's just like, yeah. Well, it made its appearance. Also, there's something that got alerted by all this freaking ruckus and I don't know what it is. I have no idea what has spawned in here in the meantime. But yeah, the Arboretum is easy to reach with the elevator.
Good afternoon, Talos. Lunch is served in the cafeteria from 12 to 2 p.m.
Jesus.
Please refer to the weekly upgrade for today's menu.
Oh man. And yeah, I think I got like hit by one of those energy orbs and it like took down half of my health bar, so yeah, the nightmares are deadly. If you hit them with the psycho shock, they kind of like they stop attacking you, at least until the psycho shock wears off, so that's good. I'm not sure if they can still melee you, but they can't do the range attack and they seem to avoid you. But yeah, and it's just like out of nowhere, straight in front of me. I know that can happen if you like use enough neuro mods, but damn. Phew. Yeah, now we have a... What? Yeah, things aren't looking super great here. Oh, that's nice. You can... because you can absolutely wreck those robots if they come nearby. Yeah, we have a mercenary captain to take care of here. Screw Dr. Igwe and any plans he had for like getting out of this without violence. We're beyond that. Okay, who is seeing me? Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think the Voltaic Phantom is having some difficulties moving past that corner, but... What the heck? Whoa! What? Yeah, Jenny King is just absolutely wrecking the shit out of that robot there. Yeah, the military operators are, we could say, annoyingly tough. Oh, hello.
Watch out!
Yeah, you deserve to fucking suffer.
Without Dahl, we have no chance of getting off the station. We're trapped here.
Yeah, sorry Wiggy, but this is how it goes this time. You motherfucker. You know what? Let's add some insult to the injury. Yeah. Yeah, talk shit, get turned into a phantom. That's how it goes here. Rest in peace, man. So sorry.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me.
Uh-oh.
I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos I. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that.
You'll need to get Dahl to the nearest clinic. Once that's done, I'll arrange transport with the medical operator.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos I. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. But the important thing is we need to get to a working fabricator and build the null wave device. And also, now that I revived Dahl as a phantom, the game thinks he's alive as a human NPC and is like, take him to a medical station, but I don't think he is in a condition to pilot.
Alex would make.
Yeah.
Bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos I for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Like, there's been 2 instances in this game where the Typhon Genesis has gotten us into kind of trouble. It seems like kind of let's say, well, the power itself is working good, but like the Cook freaked out at the Phantom and got killed by it, and we got nearly softlocked, and now that Dahl is in his state of undeath, I don't freaking know what the game will regard him as being at the end of the game. Like, is he dead or alive, or what the hell is going on? I don't know.
I haven't had much success in calling up more fabrication plans, but I did have a design for a psychoscope chipset I've been tinkering with. I'd be honored if you found some use for it.
Yeah, we're doing this. We can't get off the station, so we have one shot. We gotta try to take care of the Typhon problem in a bit more elegant way than just blowing up the freaking station. And I think we may have now gotten that one scope chipset I was talking about, which is like... no, that wasn't it. But, yeah. I think if you do one of the side quests, Igwe gives you a really handy chip set, but we haven't gotten it. So what we are gonna do next, we are gonna head to where this all began. We are heading to the Psychotronics at the very center of it all. So let's do that. Wait, this is the door. Here we go. These are gonna be the last moments of the run, boys. What? Okay. Oh, it was on a lamp hanger. I thought we had like pieces of glue just floating around, but nah. I wonder if they've got merchandise of those raw material clumps. Some of them look nice enough for somebody to put them on a shelf or something. Yeah, and I bet there's something that you could pretty easily like 3D print.
I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Yeah, mine too, man. We're not gonna be dilly-dallying around in this freaking room. Whoops, yeah. We had a bit of a welcoming committee waiting for us here. And a little... a mimic and an invisible friendo.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Well, hello to you. I'm on the way to unfuck this whole situation. Yeah, everything's gone just royally to the shitter here. Let's see this psycho shot on you and then shotgunning. You get the fuck off me. Okay, that hallway is a freaking mess. Oh no. Let's use a recycler charge to clear that mess. Ah! Oh, what the heck? It's the military operators left here.
Operator deployment resuming.
What the fuck, you're still hacked? That's really weird. Okay, I don't know why I did that, but... that's really odd. I think... like the operator dispenser should clear out when you like to take care of the technical operator which is hacking the station. Oops, yeah. Yeah, let's not screw around here. We came here for a reason. So let's fulfill that reason.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it.
Yeah.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
Now that is a good question. Now we have to get back to the bridge of the ship to deploy the device that we installed. So off we go, back there.
Hello. You probably didn't see me there.
No I didn't. Oh my fucking god. Don't tell me. Oh no freaking way, this is happening. Oh my god.
Excuse me.
No, you can't be doing this to me. There. Fuck you, you're a bad and naughty piece of equipment. Good thing we managed to do that. Like damn. Well, I've been quick saving quite frequently, so even if I had to do a quick load that wouldn't have been too bad, but man, that was annoying. Like this has been easily the most buggiest run so far in this game that I've done. Something about streaming just brings out the bugs in games. It's magic. Like I'm freaking saying it's magic. Yeah, I think even if Alex is dead, we still have to get to the bridge. Yes, indeed. So let's do that. Let's go.
Microgravity detected.
This place is a bit hostile to say the least, so the amount of dilly-dallying we can do is, oh fuck, roughly 0. Oh, this is annoying. But thankfully not fatal. Let's savor the last few minutes of the game.
Please reconsider. Trust your former self, the one that isn't morally bankrupt. Your assessment, Morgan, not mine. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
I don't think Alex will be around to manufacture anything. Sorry, January. This is how the cookie crumbles. This is it, boys. This is it.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
To beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. To beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game.
So fast.
loud. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit more than that. Let's just say that. I love how the song from the start plays at the end, but it never really starts. Or well, it does, but... it's kind of recontextualized. It's been a long and weird journey. Started with this very optimistic, bright, beautiful science fiction vibe and ended with not such a bright and optimistic vibe. Any percent no stress run. Yeah. There were a couple of stressful moments, but I think the new Game Plus powers kind of took the challenge out of the nightmare difficulty. But it was a fun experiment to see what happened. I think someday I will do a run of this on, like, starting on the nightmare difficulty, but I think I'm done with the game for a while. I've sank, like, I don't know, probably more than 40 hours to this in like 2 months or a month. That's a fair bit for a game as involving as this. And the under 7-minute run of Prey is like glitchy as hell. I've watched it. It's kind of hilarious. Well then. What would we possibly see now? Wait,
It's
what?
finished.
How are you
How
still
did it
alive?
do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
What's going on,
It
guys?
saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind.
Oh no.
Or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
Guys, I don't
Michaela.
like these guys.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. It let him go. Was that mercy?
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. By then, it had already stopped Volunteer 37. Hard to say why. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, he chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Oh boy.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today.
Well.
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Yeah, so it turns out we are not even human. We are a Typhon that is like reliving a simulation based on Morgan's memories. And if you remember the part where Morgan says, how about we try putting what we can do into Typhons, like at the very start in Psychotronics. That's like the most relevant line of the game, and it's just like there. I love this.
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Yeah, we are gonna shake things up. Anyway, a lot of people have been like, the ending is so whack, and like, it's all just a dream, but I think it's really great, cause it like, I think it's really wonderfully sort of recontextualizes everything that's been going on. And I really like how there are just so many small details all around that sort of get lifted to the forefront at the end. I think it's really good writing. It's obviously foreshadowed. You see these cutscenes where you are referred to as it, and you can hear yourself like going, kill them, they're lying to you. And I like, I played this game completely unspoiled, and this was like one of the most hardest hitting video game endings like ever, and I just love it. Too bad you are all freaking spoiled now, but big thanks to all of you for sticking out to the end. We took a bit under 14 hours to complete the game, fastest run so far, but of course the new game plus the additional abilities, the fact that I didn't have to do so much looting and searching of course helped a lot to shave off like some, I don't know, 6 hours of gameplay. What can I say? I think this was a pretty fun thing to do as a first stream. I enjoyed the game a lot. Maybe not the kind of like, haha yeah, just stream something for a couple of hours and be done with it thing, but I think it worked. And as for what's next, I have certainly like a plenty of ideas of games I could play. I think I'm gonna take like maybe a week or two pause and maybe kind of figure out the technical side of things a bit more. I'm definitely gonna do like a couple hour of stream of Cruelty Squad, maybe like to try to play through the game once in a kind of a like optimized way once, and do it as a kind of a more advertised thing, like try to get the developer to share the link and so on, because it's an indie game and the game could use some extra visibility perhaps. As for that, other games I'd like to play, there's like Brigador, which I think could be a nice game to stream, and two other games which I've been looking to get into are like Death Stranding and Disco Elysium, both of which are a bit more, let's say, time involved, but I think they could also be very interesting to do. They would of course have to be broken up into larger or were smaller parts. But yeah, I certainly have plans. I'm gonna keep on streaming. I'm planning on getting a web camera, perhaps a bit better headset. The one I'm currently using is basically work equipment on loan. The same I use for teleconferencing while at working. I think it's done its job pretty well. I've listened and watched like a couple of takes after playing, and I thought my voice was gonna be terrible, but it wasn't. I thought it was okay. But yeah, we'll see what I'll do next. And yeah, this is a good setup for a greater story or a sequel, but sadly the main, like the designer Rafael Colantano left Arcane Studios, and this game sold, I think it sold kind of poorly. Like this is kind of a reboot of a kind of an FPS, not even a franchise, like an FPS from 2006 called Prey, which was gonna have a sequel. The sequel got cancelled, then the IP ended up with Bethesda. Arcane was working on a game, and they were like, we have this idea, but like, I don't know if Bethesda is gonna commit to a new IP, so how about we sort of present it as a reboot of Prey? And that went over so poorly, because people were like, okay, it's gonna be an FPS. Well, no, this is not a first-person shooter. It has like 2 real guns and some weird sciencey gadgets, and you have to do all these kinds of combos, and you have to do a lot of exploration and so on. The way I played this run was kind of Rambo, but it was just because I had all the powers. If you're like just starting this off, you are so freaking weak, and yeah, you're gonna need to think about this, and it went over really poorly. So I think sort of, I don't know if it was like Bethesda, which was like, okay, you are gonna do this as a Prey reboot, or if it was like Arcane being like, oh no, we can't possibly get our IP through, we have to do this kind of marketing bullshit trick. But I think it really turned out and bit them in the ass. It did not help at all. If they had like pitched this as a whole new thing, I think people would have gone into this with like wholly different expectations, and not like, oh yeah, this is gonna be an FPS. And of course, this game is seriously really hard when you're starting out, and probably a lot of people got frustrated. And the ending sort of like, it doesn't quite hold up to the rest of the game. I think it's been like openly said that the developers kind of ran out of time to make this game what they wanted to be. I know there's a bit of cut content, like at least one scrapped weapon, which was at the stage that it had like a simple 3D render, and the weapon was gonna actually have voice lines. It was gonna be like this prototype gun that would like talk to you, and the ending is kind of barren. I know there's been this kind of trend that games don't anymore have like these big ending bosses, but I think this could have like used, I don't know, a situation where you have to actually fight or evade something like really serious, that or something that would have like seriously tested you as a player, instead of just like running back and forth for a bit and then pushing a button. But still, like, this has such a great like ambience, story, characters. The core gameplay is really solid. Like, I wish there would have been like couple more different enemy types, maybe 1 or 2 different weapons, but sometimes I also feel like this was so perfect, so self-contained. There was like almost everything that the enemies had you could get, which is like this kind of really beautiful symmetrical thing, which really does not exist in any other game. And how it kind of ties to the narrative, it's beautiful. Like, this is just like a genius game, and it's really sad how unrecognized this game has gone. And the only freaking reason I know about this game is because I like this dude, YouTuber called Charlatan Wonder, did a video on like Cruelty Squad. The developer of Cruelty Squad like shared that video. I watched that video, I looked at his channel, he had a video titled "How Prey Was Too Good for Its Own Sake," and I watched it and I was like, what the hell? This is like a System Shock 2 type of game. I've never freaking heard of this. How is this freaking possible? Then I just asked on Twitter that, like, hey guys, have you heard of this game called Prey? Is it any good? And people were like, yeah, it's really good. Play it. And I just bought it, and I just, like, immediately, I just fell in love with it. Like, this is such a freaking good game. If you just can, just play it for yourself. I know that being spoiled like this takes something away, but there's a lot of things you could have done, you could do differently. Some places you could explore more, different choices to be made, and you know, sort of piecing this all together from your own perspective. I can't recommend this game freaking enough. But yeah, enough evangelizing. Here's the final streams. Rescued 14 humans, killed 1. Apparently since I revived Dahl, that doesn't count as a kill. That's really freaking morbid. 277 neuromodes installed, so Morgan's brain is just truly purple goo at this point. And I've acquired a pile of abilities. And yeah, that's it. This game also has a DLC called Moon Crash, which is kind of its whole own different thing. It's takes place on a moon base, and it's kind of this roguelike thing where you have to do a run with 5 different characters and escape with them. I'm gonna try it at some point, but I'm sort of like, I think it has potential to be really good, but it also has maybe some art style changes which don't sit super well with me. Like there's one character which looks like a splicer from BioShock, which is like, it doesn't really fit the aesthetics, and there's this like weird beam blade weapon which also doesn't really fit the vibe of the game in my opinion. But I mean, these are like just like small hang-ups. I'm definitely gonna give it a try at some point, but I think for now I've had my fill of the game, and I'm looking forward to playing something else. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I think I'll be focusing more on music for a little while, since I've been feeling a bit more inspired to do that. But in a week or two I'll be streaming something more. I don't know what exactly yet, but we will see. Thank you, and stay tuned, and